May 13th, live on the Zone pay-per-view from the OVO Arena, Wembley. It's a big card coming your way. Misfits 007, topped by KSI and the badass billionaire Joe Fournier. But the undercard might just be the biggest we have had to date. And this is a fight that tops all action. What a fight we've got here. Super Salt Papi, maybe the most feared boxer in the crossover space, taking on Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. Certainly his toughest test to date. The fellas join me today. And as I've said to them a few times already, I don't know which way this is going to go. I simply can't pick it. But Salt, Anthony, good afternoon. Welcome to both of you. Salt, I'll start.
Good afternoon, Chris. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, my friend. I'll start with you. Salt, how you doing? How's training going? You're looking well.
I'm feeling very well. Very confident with this fight. And like I said, I've been working very hard. I'm ready to go. That's it.
Tell me how quickly you responded to this offer. You know, as soon as the opportunity to fight Anthony Taylor came through, did you have to go and think about it? Did you have to speak to your coach or your management? Or was it a case of the offer's there, signature, let's go?
I have two other previous names that supposed to fight me. I have other names, but then he backed out somehow, and then I was offered this other guy, but then it just didn't feel right. So I feel like Anthony was the next challenge.
Just how do you rate Anthony? Do you think he is your toughest test to date?
Anthony Taylor is definitely a step up challenge for me. I believe Anthony Taylor is the most experienced fighter in the influencer scene. He fought guys like Tommy Fury, Idris Virgo, Chris Avila, and all other names. And yeah, he's the most experienced. He has like 10 plus fights in MMA, probably nearly like 10 fights in boxing. So it's definitely a step up challenge for me.
I'm going to come to him in a minute because I know that he'll have a lot to say about this fight. I can see him wanting to get involved already. But before we do, so I've got to ask you, Anthony is a loud character. He likes to try and get in his opponent's head and play those mind games, get under the skin. It doesn't matter who the opponent is in front of him. We saw him with Idris Virgo at press conferences, at weigh-ins, getting right up in the face. If he tries that with you, who is typically the other end of that scale, usually very calm and relaxed, do you think that he might rile you? Are you able to sort of suppress Anthony Taylor coming at you for a whole week before the fight?
I don't think so. Like all I have to do is just be myself. I don't need to play any character that I have to play. I don't have to like talk trash. The more Anthony talks trash, the better for me, because it's gonna go on the internet once I beat him. It's gonna be a meme, that's how people edit them, That's how I go viral like that.
You're a very modest man. Anthony Taylor, let's bring you in. I can see you enjoying that, reacting to it as it goes along. He's swinging already. Calm down, sir. He's on the other end of a Zoom. He can't get you just yet. Here we go. Anthony, welcome. Good to speak to you again, sir. How are you doing?
Finally, the pretty boy has come back to London. What's up with it? They call me the ultimate pretty boy. Since they call him Super Salt Papi, the ultimate pretty boy. And I feel great. This is going to be great. This is like Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2 in the influencer world. We got Super Salt Papi, who's humble and quiet like Manny Pacquiao. You got Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, who's cocky like Floyd Money Mayweather. This is a great matchup. It's very similar to how it was with the Pac-Man versus Floyd fight. Two great fighters that people are feared. People are scared to fight. Me and Salt are no joke. KSI is ducking us. No one wants to fight us. So we have to fight each other. This is definitely a pay-per-view fight. This is the biggest fight in the history of Misfits because we all know what it brings to potential. You got this man who's a dangerous fighter. I'm not taking nothing away from that. This guy has a good straight left and a straight counter right. This guy is so Papi. He's feared to be amongst all the influencers. He is the real deal. If you think I'm lying, look, you got Manny Pacquiao talking about this guy. You got the president of the Philippines who's boasting. Hey, man, look, my girlfriend's Filipino, so I understand. I'm getting chewed up every single day by my girlfriend. She's Filipino.
Oh, bro.
Her family's on my ass every single day. You better not lose to him. Filipino pride. I'm like, look, man, like I understand, but overall, I'm happy to share the ring with Salt Papi. It's going to be a fun matchup. You know, yes, I am a step up. I am a step up above the rest. I feel like I'm better than everybody in the space. It's just my mentality. It's all about who's mental stronger in this fight. It's always been about fighting. How's your mental?
I think I know the answer to this, Anthony, but I'm going to ask it anyway. The same question that I put to Salt. As soon as the option was offered to you that you could take on Salt Papi, how quick was your response in the yes column?
You know,
He said yes straight away. I'm sure.
Yeah, I said, let's go. I said, look, I was trying to be personal, to be perfectly honest with you. The fights that I wanted was Paul Bama, JMX, and Jay Swingler or King Kenny. Those were the 4 opponents that I wanted to fight. But Mams called me out of nowhere. I was asleep, like, hey, you're gonna fight Salt Papi. I'm like, okay, sure. Let's make it happen. You know, I mean, even if Mams says, hey, listen, you're gonna fight heavyweight, wherever Mams want me to fight, who he wants me to fight, it is what it is. I told Mams, look, if Waleed come up to 145, I don't mind going down as low as 145 pounds to fight Waleed. I will fight anywhere from 145 to 185. I'm a warrior. That's why they call me the ultimate pretty boy.
Wow. Talk to me a little bit about Salt Papi's skill sets before we come on to your proposed weight movements. We've got a big fight locked in here, so let's focus on that for a moment. Talk to me a little bit about Salt Papi. What in particular impresses you about him, and what have you got to watch out for when you're one-on-one with him on May 13th?
Well, Salt Papi has a good straight left. It's quick, it's fiery. He can catch you off guard, and he throws it. He doesn't telegraph his left, so he keeps it right here and throws it from here. From it, he doesn't load up. He doesn't lift his elbows. He throws it straight. So that's the challenge. When you're able to throw a straight left without telegraphing it, it becomes a dangerous left hand. You know, you can catch a lot of people. He caught Josh and a lot of other fighters with it. You know, he's a counter fighter. We know Salt Papi's a counter fighter. He's a counter puncher. He's not a brawler. We understand that. We've seen it. You know, this is what he excels at. This is how he makes his knockout. He waits for the other people to make the mistake, and he counterizes on it. Look, Salt Papi is a very game opponent. He's probably one of the dangerous opponents I fought in my career. You know, probably a top 5 dangerous opponent. But man, the guy possesses speed, quickness, and ring IQ. The guy knows how to fight. He knows how to move around the ring. He knows how to use his reach advantage.
Forgive me for maybe stirring the pot a little here, but I'm used to Anthony Taylor coming out going, this guy's nobody. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Even when it's someone with a record like Idris Virgo, you're coming forward, like, I'm going to do this. Is this a mind?
Well, I didn't like Idris Virgo. I like Salt Papi. I didn't like Idris Virgo. I like Salt Papi. Hey, me and him, we share the same culture together. Like I said, my girlfriend's Filipino, so I understand the culture and the respect within them. I can't say, oh, I'm going to do this to Salt Papi because Salt Papi's not going to react to like that. You know, certain people you got to talk with and talk at. Idris Virgo, I was able to talk at. You know, rah. Papi, I got to talk with. You know, my job and my goal is to take Salt Papi out of his element, get him out of character. You know, I need to make Salt Papi upset. I need to try to figure out what makes him laugh, what makes him mad, what makes him explode. You know, so I got to try to see if I can help break character. Who knows? That might be in the press conference or you know, so that's my goal. Salt Papi is a very likable guy and he's very quiet. You know, so as much as Floyd was with Manny, it was hard to break Manny because Manny just family, humble, you know, beginnings. You know, it's hard. And plus, I like Salt. He's a really good dude.
So what do
Chris, this reminds me of Pacquiao versus Broner. A lot.
Wait. Well, brother lost. I'm Mayweather. I'm not losing.
For those who maybe haven't seen the Pacquiao Broner fight and build up, I encourage you to go and check that out to maybe understand that reference. But Salt, what do you make of everything Anthony said there? Do you think he might be trying to draw you in a little bit by being nice and sort of speaking up to you, or is this genuine? Is this?
I mean, it doesn't really like affect me. Boxing is a professional like sports.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, you know, it's just a sports. We're here to entertain the people. We're gonna get inside the ring. We're gonna try to kill each other to entertain the fans. And yeah, that's what the people want, really. Like, give the people the fight that they want to see. And then that's what we're doing right now. Like, I fought Josh Bruckner that nobody wants to fight, so I fought him. They said he's the challenge. If I beat him, I'm the real deal. Now I'm fighting Anthony Taylor, another big challenge. They're saying if I beat this guy, I'm gonna be the real deal. So what's going on? Like, the next one, I'm gonna be fighting another guy, big challenge. They say I'm a real what? Nah, man. I'm always fighting. I'm the only influencer in the scene fighting challenges that nobody wants to fight.
One thing that Anthony Taylor said a minute ago that I do agree with is you are very calm, very humble, very likable. I've said it in the build up to the Bruckner fight as well to you in interviews. You have this streak inside you. You're a great guy, very calm, very easy to speak with and get on. But then you say these lines, these little one-liners come out. I remember the Andy Borski fight where it was all very calm and humble, great fight, respect my opponent, and I wish him a speedy recovery. Then it happens with Josh Bruckner. He's a good fighter. He's talented. I respect him, but I'm going to fight him like he owes me money. There's this streak inside you. Do we see that come out the closer we get to fight night with Anthony Taylor? Do you think that you respect one another?
I mean, those lines were just like jokes, like, you know, just me like making jokes, really. So and then it just happens like naturally. I don't really like aim for knockouts. Just the knockout just happens like naturally. I don't like, you know, aim for them. So
what kind of fight do you see coming with Anthony Taylor? Do you think it's the fight that goes the distance?
I mean, Anthony Taylor is a very tough guy. He's like a bull that keeps moving forward and forward. But I just don't know how well he could take my power. Like, you know, I believe I do have the power to knock out somebody. Josh Bruckner was definitely like a bigger, stronger guy than me, and I took him out with one punch.
He's referenced his peekaboo style, which he just sort of gave a glimpse of there. The style famed, of course, by Iron Mike Tyson. Do you know much of Ant's style? Do you think you have a way to combat it?
I mean, the first time I met like Anthony Taylor like on Showstar boxing event, like, you know, like last year. I've been watching Anthony Taylor like fight for a while. He fought guys like Jack Fincham. So I know how he fights. I've been watching him. And I knew he's gonna be my competition one day because we're the same weight.
Anthony, he knew you were going to be competition one day, so he's had an eye on you. What do you know about Salt Papi?
Oh man, I knew Salt when I first met Salt Papi. I used to watch his TikTok and then I saw him fight. I said, "This kid fights. He's going to be special." Meeting Salt Papi that night, I knew he was a special guy, a special fighter. I was like, one day we're going to end up fighting each other. And I messaged him. I was like, "Listen, we're going to fight one day and we're going to make a lot of money."
Yeah. That was the plan, and it's happening. That was the plan. That was the main plan at the very beginning.
Personally,
we met on Star event. I was at the bottom of the undercard, the prelims. It was free to watch on YouTube. Now we're here, nearly co-main. We should have been the co-main, but you know, Deji is fighting, so let him be.
Yeah. I personally I would have loved this to be in the. I thought this fight was going to be in the Philippines. To be honest, I rather prefer this fight being in the Philippines because one, you get a free trip to the Philippines and you get to eat all the punch that you want. To be honest, you know, but Salt Papi is a very tough challenge for anybody, not just for me, but Jake Paul, also Tommy Fury, and KSI. You know, I'm not going to say I'm a steamroll and you know, because I got to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a tough fight. By the way, Salt, I just got the deposit of the $75,000 in my account. Thank you for the money.
You're welcome, sir.
Appreciate it. I'll put that to good use.
Make sure you invest it right, yeah?
Yeah.
Not in the strip club, not in the casino.
Don't worry, I got you. but yeah, Chris, regarding that 185, you know, we agree at 185. I have to come up weight. I'm like about 171. So I have to gain some more weight. So I'm packing on muscle.
Yes, sir.
Packing on muscle with the intention, I assume, you don't see this fight going the distance. One builds muscle to generate power, no?
Yeah. Don't worry, I got speed. You know what I'm saying? I you know, float like a butterfly and stings like when I pee. Jokingly. You know, I got the speed. Look out, Papi. I got the kryptonite for this man right here. Y'all want to show you guys.
No. What is he
what
about to
is
do?
possibly coming back here?
What is
I
going
got it
on?
right here. The pepper. The
How
pepper.
is she?
All you gotta do is throw pepper on him. He's gonna sneeze, and I'm gonna counter him with the left, right hook.
Damn.
Better check them gloves for peppering before the fight. Anthony mentioned fighting in the Philippines there. I know that you will have seen comments about fighting you in the Philippines and wanting that fight. Does that distract you at all, knowing that the big fight that you've mentioned wanting in the past is talking about bringing it to your sort of, not back garden, but a huge fight where you're from and bringing that to you, but you've got to beat this guy first. Does it distract you at all?
Not really, but yeah, fighting in the Philippines is definitely like a dream come true.
Yeah.
Hopefully Misfits Boxing can make that happen. A lot of my Filipino fans will be supporting me for sure. Manny Pacquiao might be there to watch, so it will be a great scene and very good for the sport of boxing, especially for the influencer scene. It's gonna be like Manila, Thrilla in Manila, you know.
I know that you guys have, you and Manny have commented on each other's Instagrams and messages and things, but have you actually spoken with Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, I spoke to him on Instagram and he made a post as well that when he comes back do an exhibition, he might want me to fight as a co-main.
Wow. And
versus Manny Pacquiao versus Anthony Taylor. And
there you go.
Salt Papi versus KSI. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Anything really.
Could you imagine? Well, all the talk of KSI versus Salt Papi in the Philippines, of course, you will be looking to derail that, Anthony. Is this a win that if you get it, you get propelled into those big fights? Is bigger fights, should I say? Is that the way you're seeing this? Is this now a huge step up, but potentially opens up even bigger ones?
I mean, there is potential. You know, at the end of the day, regardless if I fight Salt, win or lose, me and Salt, our competition goes nothing but higher and higher and higher. We don't get the luxury to fight like Jay Swingler and Slim. You know what I'm saying? And Gibb. Them guys, they get to fight D and C level fighters. Me and Salt, regardless after fight, we got to fight A+ fighters after this. You know what I'm saying? We're fighting the top dog that Misfits got. We're still not out. At the end of the day, this does propel one of our careers to another direction. Regardless, Salt Papi's still going to fight in the Philippines. He's still going to be a fan favorite. And regardless, I will still be that loudmouth, flamboyant, SOB, you know, fighter. You know, I'm tough. I'm the toughest mother sucker around. Ain't nobody tougher than me. My mental is crazy. KSI ain't tough. You know what I'm saying? He acts tough, but he ain't tough. You know, these guys ain't really about it. Salt Papi, he's about it. He's about it.
Let me ask you, I'm going to stir the pot a little bit now. One for you, Anthony. Straight into the camera while Salt Papi's watching you on the screen. What's your message to him ahead of fight night?
I'm coming forward. I'm coming straight ahead. Counter is not going to stop me. I do neck exercises every single day. I got a 22-inch neck, and it's gotten bigger. I can absorb the best, hardest punches there is. I'm coming straight for you, Papi. I'm not here to box. I'm not a boxer. I'm a brawler, fighter. I'm going to make this a bloody, messy war. Oh, wait. Oh, boy, I want this honey, baby.
What are you drinking, honey?
Baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some salt in that beer.
Some pepper.
Ooh,
Get some-
let's go.
I've never seen that before. So what would your message to Anthony be in response to that?
I hope he's doing well with his training. I hope he's ready. And that's exactly what I want him to be. I want him to pressure me, come up to me, and he'll find out what's gonna happen.
I'm like Ippo Makanauchi. I'm gonna hit him with the Dempsey roll.
Yeah.
Salt, are you? I know you sort of spoke about this before, but as we begin to wrap this up, very briefly, are you going to knock Anthony Taylor out?
I don't really look for the knockouts. The knockout happened. I believe people hasn't really seen my full potential. I can move forward as well. I can fight forward like Anthony, and he'll find out on May 13th. Anthony,
are you going to knock Salt Papi out?
Man, I don't want to get Keen mad at me for saying anything, but it's going to be a fun fight. I can't promise anybody. I haven't really knocked nobody out yet, so I can't say I'm going to say.
I mean, it may be your first one.
Right,
hopefully it's me. You never know, man.
Right, I might do a chase before and actually let him. You never know. But look, man, I
never know what can happen.
Forward to this fight because it's going to be the best fight of the year, maybe the best fight in history of Misfits. We're talking about Hearns versus Hagler, round 1 coming out the bell.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Hagler Hearns, Mayweather Pacquiao, Taylor Papi. This is 2 Misfits fan favourites going toe-to-toe on May the 13th, live on the Zone pay-per-view at the OVO Arena in Wembley. Best believe neither man is stepping back here. We can't wait to see how it goes down. They're shadow boxing already.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Salt Papi and Anthony Taylor, to our social media. Yeah, buy the merch, supersaltpapi.com. You already know. Let's get it.
Absolutely. And make sure when y'all do, y'all bring some pancit to me. Because I need that Filipino food and the fish, all that stuff. Shout out to all the Filipino fans who are supporting us, watching the fight. Hey, it's horrible. My girlfriend parents, they got you winning the fight. I'm like, wait, I'm dating your daughter and you got him beating me? Like, come on. But it's a Filipino thing. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Hey, I appreciate you, Chris. When you getting into the ring, Chris?
It's a bad connection. I lost you there. Sorry, mate. I couldn't hear that.
Oh. When are you going into the ring? Stop playing with me. We all know you got 25 wins, 15 coming by the way of knockout, 5 of them coming by the way of death. Come on, Chris. Stop playing me, dog. You know who you really are. Come on.
No comment. Anthony
What
Taylor.
about this? You fight the winner between me and Salt.
I don't know if I'm ready for that smoke.
We're gonna see.
Let's see how it goes. I've got to get myself in shape first. But listen, fellas, before we deviate onto myself, I wish you both good health. Anthony Taylor, Salt Papi goes down live on the Zone.
Thank you, sir.
Fellas, thank you very much. We can't wait. We'll see you there.